from doesn't know where he's going. France, sponsor TV of character.
Feeling to be the person of a champion. I'm being made up and privileged to be the first player.
Ronnie's just a genius, really. Easily the best player that's ever played. He sort of plays like he don't want to be there, but you know that he's trying his life out there.
How I play?
He gives off this aura when you play him. He puts you under more pressure than anyone else, so it's always tough playing him.
I'm a good friend of his. He's a smashing kid. Well, he's a man now, but he's always been a smashing kid and got a heart of gold. And I just hope he can get up when he plays snooker and enjoy it, because everybody enjoys watching it.
What, me, Jimmy and Ronnie?
We're in an unbelievable situation to watch Ronnie Wood and Keith Richards playing the guitars.
It was a nice hot day, I remember it. So we was having a few drinks.
We was sort of having a few drinks with them, and then they sort of told us, you know, you have a game of snooker.
And then Ronnie said, come, we've got to play snooker. So I was like, right, so we went and played.
And we'd been up all night, and
if I remember it, it was like, out of 11 frames, there was 10 centuries.
So that was an amazing bit of snooker.
He beat me 6-5, I remember it. I do remember it, I've got quite a good memory.
I bet that was a great night as well, wasn't it?
Can't remember it. He can.
And I remember Cantor Keith, I was just drinking vodka and orange. So I was like a little bit, that's probably why I was potting all the balls. And he kept going to get me my drink, and then halfway through it he went like, Mozart. And I remember watching Mozart when I was at school, and he was like this genius pianist. So for Keith to say that, I was like, oh, he must be impressed by this, you know.
Certainly thrilling this crowd is Ronnie O'Sullivan. Obviously a name for the future. And I'm sure you're very excited at home as well as we are here.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 22, frame on the match.
Quite simply magnificent. He takes the Embassy World Championship as the Crucible audience give him a standing ovation.
I wanted to get better. I wanted to win more world titles and win more UKs. I got the flavour now. Success was it was lovely.
Ronnie O'Sullivan becomes the 2008 world champion.
I felt good. I felt happy, you know. I was like, okay. So I just kept going and kept going and kept going. And then I had spells when my game would fall off. But you know, I had someone to work with and things in place to help me keep on track.
How Ronnie's coped with it and how his dad's coped with it has been remarkable, really, that they've come through this really long, difficult, 18 years or so period, and now of course they're back and bonded again, and they're best mates as well as being father and son.
Sum up your dad then, what kind of guy is he? How would you describe him?
Heart of gold, loyal, and hungry. I'm not hungry, you know. I'm a bit more laid back. I'm a bit more, oh yeah, we'll see what happens, go with the flow. On the snooker table, I'm hungry, you know, I'm ferocious. But away from it, I just can't be bothered. I just let things go. I go, oh, don't worry about it. You know, if someone's done something wrong to me, I go, that's alright, I don't care, you know what I mean? I sometimes feel I'm too laid back to let too many things go. And really I should have a bit more of a, you know, go-get type of attitude, you know. Because I admire that in people. All my friends have got that. They get up and go and they do, like, and I just buzz off of them. But I can't be bothered. I'd rather go running, have a boiled egg in the morning, read me paper and just chill out. Go for a walk over the forest, get me mountain bike out, put the 2 kids in the back, fresh air, cup of tea and a muffin, weigh them in, get them tired, bring them home, put them in bed, I'm done. You don't realise until the first one comes, like, changes your whole, you know, there's a reason to go to work now, whereas before I was like, you could just go along with the flow, if you like, but then when someone else comes into the world, you're like, hold on, I'm now responsible for this little thing here that don't know how to eat. It just poos in a nappy, and when you go out the door, you go to work, you go, right, I've got to go and do it for them now.
This young lad is making the game look incredibly simple at the moment.
10.
There's some shots I can't play, which I used to be able to play when I was 12, 13, 14, which separated me from the rest. Now and again they come into my game and it falls into place, and then I'm away and I can't be caught. You know, they can't stay with me. Like this year's World Championships, I spelled, I went bang, 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 and there was nothing that anybody could have done. Final three of the World Championships. The crowd are going wild. I could put that ball anywhere on the table. I could dominate, I could attack, I could out-safety him, I could out-pot him. There was nowhere that they could go with me for certain times in that World Championships.
The crowd now realise that it's all over.
The win this year was a statement of what Ronnie O'Sullivan can bring to the game of snooker. And it's that entertainment, it's that wow factor, the X factor.
It's going to be emotional here in the Crucible Theatre. What a performance from Ronnie O'Sullivan. 3 times a world champion. It's now 4. Your champion, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
For little Ronnie to come to the World Championships, that was the best buzz. And to have him there for the final day, for me, was just like the best thing, you know, great feeling. And I never get emotional. I always hold back my emotions. I never break down. I try not to anyway. My dad said to me, don't ever cry if you win. I was like, alright. Still Ronnie, yeah. That's even better, that, because look, he's buzzing with the, look, he's looking at all the little things that come up on the, you know, when they go bang and all them little things. I didn't realise, because obviously, but he was more buzzing with all that. I remember him looking around and going, wow, what is that? That there, he's just posing, isn't he? Best moment ever for me, that. Just felt like me and him were in that venue at that time. There was 1,000 people in there, because it's only a small venue. But it just felt like it was just me and him there. I was going through, putting him last balls, and I was like, come on, hold it down. I hold it down, but it was just like a mental feeling, because, you know, I've been through a lot the last few years. And my bond with him is so strong in a way that it kind of like, it really, it was only me and him now. And he said to me the other day, he says, we won the world title, didn't we? And I was like, yeah, we did.
He loves his kids, and it was a wonderful situation for him to get his 4th title. You know, him and Higgins are the 2 best players in the world, and he's levelled him on the world title, so, you know, and he's back playing.
You can't gamble on this Ronnie O'Sullivan and know what the Ronnie O'Sullivan in 3 months is going to be like, because his life has always been controversial and always been surprising and never ever predictable.
For me, that's like the final chapter. Yeah. There ain't no more chapters to be written anymore. Done it all. I've seen it through, done what I've had to do, I've made my kids proud, I've done whatever I've had to do, and I will continue to do that as a father. But as far as me having to